Play is a very challenging process in our therapeutic work because children with autism do not follow the typical development steps of play. Often their play is repetitive and non-social, such as lining up objects, rotating objects, obsessing over small objects. In many cases, the purposeful and symbolic play is missing. From a therapeutic point of view, play is not an option, but a skill that must be worked with a child because it encompasses all cognitive, social, linguistic, and emotional development of the child. When you start playing with a child, you will face avoidance, rejection. It is not pleasant at all, and it seems more like work than play, but you must not give up. You will help the child to play appropriately with the toys, and you will show him how to play with them. There is no specific curriculum for learning to play because it depends on the child's development, his individuality, his interest in the play. We must focus on teaching the child the skills of the play, and before doing this, we must identify the level of the play that the child presents. 4 are the stages of development of children's play. The first phase is the exploratory and sensory-motor phase, when you notice that the child either does not know the function of the object or clearly distinguishes it. For example, throws or hits objects or aligns them, or knows the function of the car, the racket that shakes. The second phase is the phase of simple combinations that do not have a relational connection with each other. For example, the child puts the shapes in a box, or puts all the pieces of the puzzle, or collects the animals and balls by placing them all in a box. The third phase is the phase when the child makes combinations and functional connections of objects, for example, stack the cubes on top of each other to build a tall tower, or use toys such as cups, spoons, and sit on the table to eat with them. The fourth stage is symbolic or intentional play, and within this stage we have several sequences that develop step by step. At first, the child pretends to eat as if feeding the doll, then he uses a character and does with him the actions that adults do with the child. Then he starts taking 2 dolls together and he puts them to eat or sleep. Then the child chooses a certain character and it includes all the sequences that a person does in everyday life. For example, take the doll, let it bathe, let it sleep, let it eat. In this phase, the child uses an object by replacing it with another object. For example, takes the cube and pretends to have a cake and pretends to eat it, or takes a pencil and pretends to have a microphone and pretends to sing. He can even have nothing in hand and pretends to be eating. The last stage is the dramatic play. It is the moment when the child starts to imitate mom or dad, to play mom or dad in the game with his peers. Identify the level of play your child is at. Use the appropriate materials to assess the level he is at. Target what level you want to go with the child's play and clarify the steps you will take to help him develop play skills.